Dr. Ashish Jaiswal, we're hearing more and more from more state chief ministers on these lockdown 4.0 parameters. But at the end of the day, all this will have to be keeping in mind health protocols. Otherwise, everything, all the effort of the last few weeks will go to waste.
No, we have to understand one point that the total solution for this COVID-19 is the social distancing. We know most of the patients are asymptomatic or they are the pre-symptomatic people. So this social distancing is going to help. This lockdown will not going to be help a lot into it. We imply lockdown, we wanted to decrease that our hospitals should not be flooded with the patients. And again, an important point, what in our context of Indian population, we have the population of more of young. We have more 70% of patients are young population. And we have some sort of immunological leverage against this COVID-19 and coronavirus too. So these things will, help us to, fight this COVID-19. I think we have to do lockdown in those conditions, which are containment zones, which are red zones. And we have to gradually, increase the business activity everywhere. Because ultimately, we are getting infected, we get immunity against it. And so this is how we, going to fight with COVID-19.
Okay. And Dr. Agarwal, is that a point you're in agreement with? Because, while new norms are being outlined by the minute as we speak, various state chief ministers and district magistrates coming out with guidelines for their respective territories. All this will have to be done keeping in mind social distancing and health protocols. Are the SOPs intact right now? Are they adequate, or does more need to be done in this lockdown 4.0?
At this moment, only thing is social distancing. If social distancing is not possible, you need to decongest the population, move them from one place to another. You have no choice for that. Second thing is, whatever number you have as on today, if there are 5,000 cases today, if not after 13 days, it may be 15 days, that number is going to become 10,000. After the lockdown, we have been able to increase our doubling time only from 10 days to 14 days or 13 days. So till the peak comes, till it start declining, whether it will take 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, we don't know. So the only answer is social distancing, and social distancing. With social distancing, we have to maintain hygiene. If we don't do that, number will keep increasing. In Delhi also, whatever number of cases are today, after 14 days, they are going to double. You cannot stop them. Whether you do a lockdown, continue lockdown, release lockdown, as long as social distancing is not followed strictly. And today in Delhi, the population is so much that social distancing is not taking place. Number of people who are people are not disciplined at the moment. For them, it is a question of their life and death. So therefore, they want to go out. If they want to go out, they should be allowed to go out. Social distancing at any cost has to be maintained.
Okay, let me bring in Nishant Verma also at this point. Nishant Verma, social distancing will have to be followed in this lockdown 4.0 very strictly, say the medical experts on our panel. Is that happening? Is that feasible? And do you also hope for that, Mr. Verma?
First of all, I would not term it as social distancing. Whoever did it, I don't care. It is supposed to be physical distancing, because social distancing is an evil somehow. Having said that, I've understood. What I wish to understand is that, yes, there are norms which are being set. NDMA has been induced right at the end of March. However, we see that the central government is leaving it to the states and corporations and local administrations of districts to decide few things. I am not able to gather this. What is the NDMA then, there for? National Disaster Management Act is very particular about certain things. While we have this in the country, either we call it an epidemic because we are sealed. We are a sealed country right now. Nobody is coming in, going out. So if this is an epidemic, let the NDMA behave the way it is supposed to. If it is not an epidemic, then we need to actually curb all these restrictions. I fail to understand why state governments are now in tune with the fear psychosis which was played by Mr. Modi right in the beginning, after losing it in the beginning itself. So with 100,000 patients, out of which more than 36,500 odd have recovered, approximately 3,000 odd unfortunate deaths, someone first of all needs to tell this country whether this is an epidemic, because with regards communicable diseases, we all have been living with tuberculosis, influenza, which has struck more fatally than this particular disease which has cropped up now. I understand the medical aspects, but the administrative aspects I am not able to capture.
Okay, and do you also believe then, I think Sumit also wants to respond to you, but before we come to Sumit, and BL Vora also wants to come in, okay. But Nishant, also another aspect that the government will have to consider are the migrants as well. A lot of whom want to go back, and in those cases, the social distancing norms go for a toss, like we saw today in Ghaziabad, where the administration couldn't, enforce those distancing norms because there was such a huge crowd, because they want to go home, and there are such few trains. Like Sonu Sood was just saying, I mean, he's an actor, and it's great that he's doing this humanitarian gesture, but that's not his core role. I mean, government should be doing what he's doing today. So do you believe that the migrants issue will have to be handled very well in this lockdown 4.0 while we try to enforce distancing measures?
See, there are two aspects. One is when humans are suffering, there will be n number of people like dear Sonu Sood who is doing a good job. But then largely we need to understand on a bigger umbrella point. On one hand, the government of India through NDMA tells us that economic activity should start. This they have been telling since 15th of April in several orders. Now they are hell-bent in initiating the economic activity in the country, because the country otherwise will suffer economic crash, and that is going to be fatal in many other ways. Now the larger question, sir, is that when industries and factories and the supply chain management has to start, and if the relevant applicable labor worker, which may be migrant or otherwise, is moving back home, करना क्या चाहते हो भाई? चलाएगा कौन business? Who will run this business? Who will run the factories? Who will run the production when everyone has gone home? So I fail to understand, sir, that what is the intention of this government? Sending laborer or allowing them to go back in the most pathetic manner that it is happening is a different cause. But allowing them to return back home, what will the industries do? I mean, this is a visionless government, and I think if there was some morality, Mr. Modi, in you, you should have resigned and asked someone else to come and take care as chairman of NDMA, if not the Prime Minister at least, and let NDMA function on it. You have got no understanding. जब लेबर ही नहीं होगा तो काम कौन करेगा इंडस्ट्रीज में? Am I clear?
Sumit Peer, come in here.
Uday, I'm sorry, I could do some technical issue. I could not hear what Nishantji said. If you can sum it for me, that will help.
Yes, well, he was. You can make out, of course, what he was saying. He was, of course, saying that the governments have not taken the issue seriously enough of migrant labor. And earlier, he was saying that he doesn't agree with social distancing. He wants, rather, we should use the term physical distancing, not social distancing. And he was, of course, basically. Yeah, I think you got the moot point, Sumit.
Yeah, I got it, Uday. You see, Uday, when you look at migrant laborers, there are two or three aspects of it. First of all, they're human beings. When there was a lockdown, you have to protect their lives, and you have to make sure the infection doesn't go to villages. That was beautifully done. Now look at our migrant laborers. We are talking about 40 crores people. That is 400 million people. This is more than the population. Now, if you have to move 400 population lockdown, it will be a lot of logistic effort, and you have to keep them safe. When they reach, you have to test them before they get into a train. You have to test them as they reach a train. Move them found infected or whatever. So this is a Herculean task, which is fine. Obviously, when you do magnitude, which is more than the.
Yes, Nishant, respond. Nishant Verma is responding.
No, ask him, why do we have to move them?
There are bound to be some.
Mr. Peer, why do you have to move these people? Why do you have to move these people? Why are you sending them home? अरे ना घर क्यों भेज रहे हो भाई?
You're moving Charlie.
ये सुनेंगे नहीं.
Keep them safe. You
He's
make
not
sure they got
listening.
food pockets. Your cake.
You ask him this question on
Now
my
you know
behalf.
they're not in. You're letting them go because right, democratic right to go to their villages to see their parent.
अरे डेमोक्रेटिक राइट टू गो तो तब होता है जब आप पैनिक नहीं मचाते। आपने पैनिक क्यों मचाया? आप उनको खाने का क्यों नहीं देते? आप पीने का क्यों नहीं देते? आप रहने का क्यों नहीं देते? आप तनख्वाह क्यों नहीं देते? अरे सारी जिंदगी ये भारत आपको टैक्स क्या मशरूम खाने के लिए देता है। यू पे देम, यू मेक देम लिव इन देयर प्लेसेस, यू मेक देम हैव फूड। व्हाई आर दे मूविंग बैक? व्हाई आर यू अलाउइंग देम टू मूव? पागल हो गए क्या आप लोग यार? आप देश तोड़ने पे रियलाइज कर नहीं रहे। आप लोगों को रियलाइज करा रहे हैं कि वो दूसरे प्रांत के हैं। आपको शर्म नहीं आती है?
Okay,
आप उनको खाने का दीजिए, रहने का दीजिए, पीने का दीजिए। यही तो एनडीएमए का काम है।
Meanwhile, we are getting
NDMA का
news
काम क्या है?
of no relaxations in Gujarat. So we are hearing now from the Gujarat Chief Minister, public transport won't ply in containment zones. No relaxation in containment zones. This is what Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani has come out and said. Essentials can be bought in containment zones only between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. All shops to open between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in non-containment zones, and public transport will not be allowed into containment zones. So this Gujarat CM also weighing in there. Yes, Bir Vora, you wanted to come in?
Yes, I wanted to comment. Please give me a few minutes because I'm getting a chance after a long time.
Yes.
Uday, I think these people are opening it too fast, and it is going to be very tough challenge to maintain these relaxations, to look after these relaxations. I think there's a race between the states on political and economic considerations. The point is who will implement it. I mean, mainly the police will have to implement and the health workers. Do we have enough capacity for that? As it is, they are tied down very badly. I think states should have done it in installments. First open a few things, see for 2-3 days, then do second time, then third time. I think they are creating problems for themselves. It will also mean much more testing required, much more tracing required. I think this is going to be a problem. And maybe many of them will revert back again to lockdowns within 2-3 days, like what happened when the liquor shops were opened. So I think there has to be a word of caution, and they need to be perhaps told. I don't know who will tell them, who will bell the cat, but I think we are going in for more difficult times now.
Yes, Sumit.
Uday, I could not hear what Nishanji said, but I could roughly make it out. You see, first of all, let us, why nobody is asking any migrant labor to go home, they are going out will. Because if I'm a migrant worker from, let's say, from Odisha or Karnataka, or last 2 months, I have been getting food aid packets, I've been getting assistance, I'm getting DVT in my account. I'm going to see my parents, I want to go and see my family, I want to go and see my father and mother. Nobody is pushing the honorable prime at that point of jo jahan hai wahi rahega. Idea was to keep them safe. They have survived this, they are safe, they are good. Now if they want to go home, what is this? Nobody is forcing them, Uday. They are going home out of the demo. By which law, by which virtue, by which obligation can you stop me from going to my native place? Can you stop me today? You can have a reason of medical. When the medical reason is over, we have in our rights to go back.
Why are they going? They were not intending to go. You made them cry and go. Do you realize they never wanted to go? वो अपनी अपनी जगह काम कर रहे थे, नौकरी कर रहे थे, तनख्वाह ले रहे थे। आपके प्रधानमंत्री और मेरे प्रधानमंत्री ने पैनिक मचा के देश को लॉक किया। उन्होंने नहीं मेक श्योर किया कि खाना मिले, रहना मिले, पानी मिले। आपने परेशान किया, इसलिए बेसहारा होके भूखा प्यासा मजदूर गरीब आदमी जा रहा है। और आपको शर्म नहीं आती? आप यहाँ बैठ करके लोगों को क्या बता रहे? It is your mismanagement, ill governance.
Now,
realize करिए, ये गरीब आदमी मोदी से परेशान होके जा रहा है। ये सड़क पे छोटे बच्चे और औरतें रोते हुए इसलिए जा रही हैं क्योंकि वो मोदी की पॉलिसी से परेशान है। सड़क गरम सड़क पे चल के भूखे प्यासे मरते हुए ये पुलिस वाले लाठी मार रहे। किसने कहा पुलिस वालों को लाठी मारने के लिए? किसने औकात दी उनको इतनी? किसने औकात दी? किसने औकात दी पुलिस वालों को कि गरीब को लाठी मारे इस तरह से? आप देश को बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं, देश तोड़ रहे हैं और आप रियलाइज नहीं कर रहे। एंड यू आर बटरेसिंग द पीपल हियर।
ओके,
क्या जानते हैं आप इस देश के बारे में? देश तोड़ने पे तुले हुए आप लोग।
Okay, I'm going to take a very short break at this point. We're completely out of time.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.